And we are live. We are live. Welcome to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 298. Today is Wednesday, December 5th. I'm your host, Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bring you the news and updates for today. Not a lot of news to throw out, like we said. Journalists have left the building, but we are always here trying to make sure we keep you up to date with all the news that's coming. Episode 300 coming up soon. We'll have something special for that as well. So definitely excited today. Waiting for people on Facebook to come in. Hey, what's going on? Agnes Shelton, everybody on YouTube, hugging the blockchain. Shannon, John Siebert, all my warriors back up in here. Fed the Realtor. What's going on, man? Yeah, let's see. Fed the Realtor. Yep, coming on in. So let's go ahead and get into the first story. Before I start, I do want to give a quick shout out to LA Standard newspaper. Thank you for the interview, actually featured in their newspaper online. I'll put the link under this show so you can check it out, or if you follow me on Twitter, check out that news story, quick interview about how I got started, what Bitcoin is and all that. Great to be involved in the LA community, getting my feelers out in Los Angeles. So definitely good to be interviewed by a great newspaper like the LA Standard. So let's go into the first news story. Let's see, a couple more people coming in. Hey, how you doing, Tracy? Shelton, appreciate you. So first news story. Ethereum Classic dev team, ETCDEV, shuts down. Shout out to Monique Michelle for Facebook. Actually pointed that out yesterday to see if it was a fake story. It is a real story. However, it is what I thought it was. The ETCDEV team, they are the latest victim, so to say, and they have announced that the group is shutting down due to lack of funds. However, the entire Ethereum Classic operation is not over. So don't let somebody tell you Ethereum Classic is done, it's over. The actual Ethereum Classic development team is a consortium of different developers. So ETCDEV is one group. There's a bunch of other groups who also develop on there, including IOHK, ETC Co-op, ETC Labs, and a bunch of people who volunteer. So old people who were on Ethereum have moved over to Ethereum Classic. So it's plenty of developers. Has not affected Ethereum Classic, except for the fact that certain dev teams, if they can't pay the devs, they have to shut down. A lot of people had to sell off. Yep, there goes Monique Michelle right there talking about Ethereum Classic. A lot of people had to sell off. However, the good thing about this is the technology hasn't gone anywhere. So definitely a lot of projects are cutting anyway. So Ethereum Classic ETCDEVs have left the building because of budget cuts, but a lot of businesses have had to do that. We know the volatility in the market. Plenty of people have done this a few times, whether you've heard about it or not. A lot of companies have downsized to keep up with the pace of development, with crypto volatility and all that. So good to see their positive outlook, in my opinion, that long term people will be around, but sometimes you got to cut your losses. So that's where the ETCDEV news came from for those of you. So let's see who else we got up in here. Cornelius, Coin Hustle. How's it going, man? Marcellus Love, good morning. Happy Hump Day, Cool Works from FATL. And let's see, Shannon Allen, what's going on? Extinction level event. Yep, and this is what I've always said in the altcoin market. Yes, you can make money off a lot of these altcoins. However, some of the developers, business owners, and people will have to shut down business or do business a different way in order to keep up. Because, like I said, as a Bitcoin blockchain consultant, I learn new stuff every day. If you're not, you shouldn't be in the industry. So let's see. Moving on to our next story. Vertcoin. For those of my people out there holding any Vertcoin, I'm not one of those people, but if you are, unfortunately, Vertcoin was smacked with a 51% attack, and they allegedly lost $100,000 in double spending. That's nothing to sniff at. So Vertcoin is a cryptocurrency. Peer-to-peer is proof of work. However, it is a blockchain that is very, very small. A lot of people haven't used it. So the cost of a 51% attack is pretty low, and the time it takes to do it is pretty low as well. So going into the story, a Coinbase engineer, Mark Nesbitt, found that some anonymous cyber criminals rented a large amount of ASIC hash rates to attack the 4-year-old crypto network. They got hold of more than 50% of the mining hash and allowed them to govern the public chain. And what that means for those of you who are new, the point of a cryptocurrency is to peer-to-peer payments, and nobody can affect it. However, if 51% of the blockchain is controlled by one entity, they can in effect take over the blockchain, and they can direct funds where they want. They can allow double spends, and they can shut down their miners and actually, crash the blockchain or the project, so to say. So this is not good for smaller projects. We've seen it with Monocoin. We've seen it with some of the smaller coins earlier, but Vertcoin is the next one to get hit. In 4 distinct incidents, the latest of which is currently ongoing, Vertcoin experienced 22 deep chain reorganizations, 15 of which include double spends, and these attacks resulted in the theft of $100,000. One of the reorganizations was 300 blocks deep. I don't know their block times. I don't know if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but that's pretty deep in the blockchain to be able to get. Most attackers fail miserably with most of these chains, but the ones that do, I don't know if they've gone 300 blocks deep. So pretty big vulnerability there. Also, any proof of work coins that you see, if you look up altcoin and you want to trade it, if they are proof of work, you need to make sure they have a robust blockchain that can withstand this, or you're going to have this problem. So we've had BitGold, we've had Verge, we've had Mona, and now Vertcoin joins that list. So we got 4, been 51% attacked in 1 year. So he says open season on altcoins that people don't think are worth anything. So let's see who else we got in here. Let's see, Michael Williams, Mike Bitcoin Outlaw, what's going on, man? Panji Smoke, what's going on? Thank you for joining us. And once again, everybody on Facebook that has jumped in. So let's move to our last couple of news stories for today. Binance. Oh, man, we can't stop talking about Binance simply because CZ represents what a CEO should do whenever you want to break into a market. It's very hard to be a unicorn company in a market where you have so many big players already in place. But CZ has done it, and Binance has grown 8.5% ever since their decentralized exchange video was released. We've been talking about the Binance Decentralized Exchange, or DEX, for a while now, because as a centralized exchange, Binance has to operate within the rules of KYC. They have to operate within the rules of anti-money laundering. However, if you have a decentralized exchange where they don't hold your private keys and that trading is done off-chain, then basically what you have is a decentralized way to transfer coins back and forth, and Binance still gets paid their fee. So definitely good move for them. So one of the biggest things with Binance, with this demo, I should say, low latency, high throughput traffic, or trading, I should say, and decentralized custody of funds. One of the biggest things with DEX, like what's the one that got hacked? I can't remember the name of it right now, but there was a decentralized exchange that got hacked. One of the biggest things is security, and I believe Binance has the money to put behind it to test it. And this is the beta test right now, so this isn't the full demo, but they have the security to do it. Most people just don't have the money, honestly, to run a DEX completely. So it looks like Binance will be able to do it. And it allows users to generate 24-word mnemonic seed phrases, which you can remember in your head. You can get them tattooed on you. You can write them down, put them in a safe. You can tell somebody else to remember it. 24-word seed for private keys, and different ways to move money with your wallet addresses. So great to see there from Binance. But they didn't just leave you with that. They also hit you with a double whammy. They also came out and said later that Binance users can book over 450,000 hotels using their crypto token BNB. So Binance Coin is definitely, we've covered them enough, but they are not letting up, simply because once you get the momentum going, if you stop development, if you stop being, cordial with your users, people will leave. We've seen that with a lot of projects, but with Binance, they keep on going, more partnerships going forward. They have more than 10 million users on the platform. So the fact that they have 450,000 different ways to book hotels is pretty good. Trip.io is the actual website where you can do it. So if you're looking to use Binance coins that you've got from using their exchange, Trip.io is where you can use it. And one of the biggest adoptions that you can use this for, or use any coin for, is rewards points or percentages off of a good or service, because most crypto, there is very volatile. So some people think of them as reward systems or a rewards point system, just with the ability to increase in value or decrease in value over time. So that's one of the utility token problems that have to be solved. Looks like Binance is looking to solve it. Large scale operations like Expedia, Microsoft, and Steam have announced cryptocurrency integrations. However, Trip.io is one of the first to allow a platform where you could use something other than Bitcoin to purchase these trips. So Binance is moving up, people. For those of you who got in on Binance early when we were telling people, almost a year ago now, it's basically like owning part of the exchange. And if they have volume, the price of BNB will go up. There is no way BNB's value will tank if the volume on Binance is going up. I can tell you that right now, because you get 50% off fees using Binance Coin. People are going to use Binance. Trust me. Let's see what else we got right here. It also states that in the next step, the volatility of cryptocurrencies has been an issue for merchants, and they have been addressed with the emergence of regulated and audited stablecoins, which, if you notice, Binance all of a sudden got to the stablecoin game probably about 2 months ago, simply because I think they know if we're going to have utility, we need a way for people to quickly transfer. They don't need to buy Bitcoin, then buy Binance Coin, then go make the purchase later. What they can do is come to our website, whatever money you have, transfer it into True USD or whatever, and in seconds you can have Binance just by moving it to the platform. So should be a pretty quick adoption by people who use it. We'll see if people use Trip.io. I've never used it personally, but it is pretty good to see that these companies are opening up. Travel is one of the best ways to use crypto, so you don't have to carry cash with you. You don't have to, remember your checkbook if you still have that. If you lose a credit card, whatever, you can keep that on you. So good to see there. Let's see who we got. Milto, what's going on, man? Definitely Professor Zay in here. Coin Hustle, if BNB keeps going up, you might get a tattoo. Well, I'm not going to say it's going to go up forever. However, as a utility token, I think it will be one of the ones to survive simply because it has an actual use case. If you want 50% off, you can use this. That's almost any coin. I mean, I tell merchants whenever they want to accept Bitcoin, one of the first things you can do, if you believe in Bitcoin as a project long-term, one of the biggest things you can do is take 10% off if you use crypto. If somebody uses crypto, take 10% off. People will rather use crypto using that 10% off just because they can save some money. Once you take out the fees and everything, it's probably more like 8 or 9% off. But at the same time, you as a company can start to accept a lot of crypto, which Binance is starting to do themselves. And once you get a lot of people using it, utility-wise, it'll be seamless integration between your company and crypto. So good to see there. Anybody who owns a company out there, definitely look at CZ and Binance for how they've progressed long term. And should be pretty good to see Binance move up, because like I said, I like the project. Might get a Binance sweatshirt, or I don't know if I'm getting a Binance tattoo. Haven't got any crypto tattoos. Once we hit 100K, I'll probably get a crypto sleeve. I'll just get a whole sleeve of a bunch of cryptos, because at that point it would be nothing left to prove. So I wouldn't care at that point. So Shannon Allen, let's see, volume's going to keep going up. Absolutely. Even if people think it's wash trading, or if it's market manipulation, or if it's bots, or doesn't matter, the volume is going to come back. Volume doesn't go down forever, people. It's never as bad as you think it is, and it's never as good as you thought it might be. So, stay even keel and we'll be all right. Shannon Allen, let's see, as adoption happens, people look to Binance first, so it only grow. Yep, I tend to agree there, definitely. So let's see. Monique Michelle, Binance is the Amazon of the crypto space. Getting there. I think they're the Amazon of altcoins. And I think right now, the way they started, they were adding coins. They were charging a fee for coins. The way they started is like, I don't know if they could do it. But now they're literally adding coins based off merit. They're saying that any money that's given is given to a charity. And if we don't like the project based off merit, we're not accepting it. I think they got that tap on the shoulder. It was like, look, if these projects are, some goofy, made up in a garage white paper where it's not really going to solve an issue, we got to get some of these coins out of here. So I think Binance listened to that and they were like, yeah, you're right. We want to keep our business. So let's start checking these coins. Some of them are ridiculous. I've seen some on there that they solve problems that don't exist, and they make up problems like, oh, do you have problems with your your real estate not being like, no, I have the papers to show that I own it. And it's like, we'll see how people solve these issues, but some of them are kind of convoluted. So taking a few questions before I get off. Don't want to jump off too soon here. I know we got a few people joining. So anything you want to ask about the industry, we'll do an AMA for the next 5 minutes. What's going on with price? What's going on with projects? What's going on with myself? Also, for those of you on Facebook who didn't see, make sure you check out the LA Standard article that I was featured in, interview with Terry Hart. Shout out to him. Great man there. Thank you for that. And make sure, if you check me out on Twitter, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Definitely doing a lot in LA right now. So let's see what we got. Coin Hustle, lots of XRP hype right now. Thoughts? My thoughts on XRP is that they built an army of bots, and those bots have infected every area of the crypto space with propaganda. Because 3 or 4 years ago, when people, or probably like 2 years ago, 2016, when Ripple was less than a penny, most people were saying the exact same thing. They were saying, who are all these XRP people? Because the price isn't really doing anything. But they were always around. They were always, Ripple is the standard. Ripple is the protocol, and XRP is it'll be used for banks. It'll be, I'm like, okay, whatever. But regular people don't have a need for Ripple. It's a security, really, kind of. You buy it expecting it to go up. That's it. You don't really buy it saying I'm gonna make a transfer with a bank. It's for institutions, but it's a lot of hype. It's a lot of bots. A lot of bots out there. So let's see what else we got coming from Facebook. Tim Cottrell, where do you get the sweatshirts? Okay, well, a few different places. All Things Decentralized is one place. Bit Ninja Supply, that's definitely one. I got this hat from one of our viewers, actually, Decentralized, while we were out at World CryptoCon. I designed some myself, which are on our website, krbecrypto.com/shop. So different designs. I like to keep up with a lot of crypto wear. I probably have a Nipsey Hussle type store where he has the Crenshaw brand of sweatshirts all around the store. I'll probably have something similar once I come up with a good brand or whatever, trying to open my store. Just crypto clothes, people from all around the world can buy it and rep it. Probably be better in the bull market though, because in the bear market, everybody's scared and runs away. I still wear mine proudly around the street. One guy actually, I had it on yesterday. He was like, "Hey man, sorry for your loss." I was like, "Nobody died in my family." And he looked at my shirt and I was like, "Oh, well, I didn't lose anything, bro. It's nothing but knowledge getting gained over here." So good to see there. That's where I get my shirts from, Tim Cottrell. Let's see what else we got. Fed the Realtor, Robinhood allowing crypto trading in Illinois now. Good. Nice to see. Haven't kept up with Robinhood state by state simply because I think they'll get each state that they want. Robinhood is pretty good. So we've done a few of them though. However, let's see. Cashta, you should use XRP the same as any currency. What Ripple does and XRP are not the same. I know people keep telling me that, but honestly, as a retail person, I just haven't seen it. I've tried looking for it. What's the difference? But looking back at some of the old Ripple documents, like the original documents, they changed it. They changed it over time. Some people weren't around 2013 when they first started talking about 2014. And I saw the original documents where XRP was Ripple, but they switched it because the security talk started coming up, and now people run with the new edited version. It's honestly interesting to see where things come from, and then when new people pick it up, they pick it up from the media and whatever articles they put out, and then people like myself saying like, no, they're lying to you. So it's all good. Cool works. Robinhood doesn't. Yeah, most of these Abra, Cash App, Robinhood, you don't have your own private keys, but I believe you can transfer it off to another wallet or sell it within the wallet. So most wallets don't let you keep your private keys. Mycelium does, and there's a few other ones. I just don't use them myself. Let's see. Milton, mass adoption. When a housewife in Missouri can buy cryptos without much trouble. Absolutely. People, if you want to know about mass adoption, what I think mass adoption is when you're using crypto without wondering about using crypto. Because right as we speak, I'm using Wi-Fi, but right before I got on, I did not look to myself and say, I wonder I wonder what my uptime is for Wi-Fi. What's the TPS on it? And I wonder if, it actually connect to the router, and I had to take router statistics. I didn't do all that to try and use Wi-Fi just now. It was simply, all I have to do is click a button, the Wi-Fi is on, or Bluetooth is on. That's when, I think Bitcoin or cryptos will be mainstream, when you're using it and you don't even realize it. So, because most people don't want to know about it. Of course, our warriors do, but most people, they're not trying to learn about that. Let's see. Are you getting Brave payments? Is it working? Yes, Malik Howard, absolutely. They are working. The way it works, if you have your own channel or if you have anything you want to get with Brave, they do it with Twitch, YouTube, your own website. That's another way. If you have your own website, what you do is get on Publishers or get on Brave Publishers, and what you do is you link to that account. If people download Brave using that link, it's like a referral link basically. The money is given to you. If you link it to Uphold, that money is transferred automatically based on the Brave is transferred automatically. I haven't sold it. I'm trying to save or hold BAT for as long as possible. But once it goes, it sits there. You can either transfer it to Uphold or just keep it. So it's working definitely. Transfers are like once a month. So I don't really look at it as much, but the couple times I have, it's working perfectly. So let's see who we got there. BP Garlic bread is a better representative of many other crypto projects. Like, right? Hey, at least garlic bread is delicious. And I can make it from scratch, and it's pretty cheap. Yeah, and I know it's good when I eat it. So Yeah, definitely. Let's see who else we got. Valentino Advances, good day. We can promote you. I don't want you to promote my stream. Let's see. Malik Howard, I got 80% going to you guys. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, thank you for that, my man. Yeah, it's definitely coming. You know, a lot of them coming in now. Like we said, not trying to force people, but if you do support the show, it's a win-win for both. Support the show and you can get the Brave browser, learn something new. Let's see what else we got on Facebook, and we'll wrap up this AMA. Monique Michelle, PayPal link to Coinbase now. That's a huge. Oh yeah, that's one of the things I discussed with a couple other people the other day. When Coinbase linked to PayPal for no fees, it streamlines the ability for people to the mindset of, well, if I have to transfer to my bank account and wait 5 to 7 days, I'm gonna kill myself. Well, now you can just move it straight to PayPal in a matter of minutes, and it'll be available. And if you have a PayPal business card or debit card like I have, it'll be one of those things you can use for whatever payments you want. So essentially, the crypto you have can be in a crypto card if you have PayPal. So there's a lot of seamless ways to move money back and forth. What I'm looking for, though, is for PayPal fees to get it together, because, I mean, you could send $2 and it'll still cost you $1. So, you know, PayPal has to make their money, but that's why crypto will be better in the long run. So let's see who else we got. Cash I chose 98%, would not allow 100. Yeah, I feel you on that. Let's see. It's good, but not good if you don't want to be tracked. Yep, you are correct, Antonio. It's one of those things where some people don't mind being tracked simply because the amount of money they're moving is, you know, dropping a bucket. Most people, they're moving a couple hundred here, maybe a few thousand. Nobody is coming knocking on your door. Nobody is about to audit your Coinbase account for $300 or something that you moved in 2016 or 17 or even this year. Nobody cares that much. Trust me. And, you know, it's almost impossible to bring in the market because, like you said, people that are tracked on there, it's cool, but they don't know the people or the people who are moving the money, how many different accounts you have. I mean, at one point, I think I had 7 Coinbase accounts just to see if I could do it, just to test them out. So I could essentially sell my Coinbase account to somebody, and everything they do, it would be on my account. But they, you know, it would be basically the opposite of privacy. Let's see. Any more questions? One last one before I get out of here. Thank you all. Make sure you like and share this stream. Like we stated before, working hard, trying to make sure we keep up in this bear market. A lot of YouTubers have left you, and a lot of journalists, especially, they are gone. I don't know where they went, but make sure the Gentlemen of Crypto, we're always here for you Monday through Friday at 10-ish. A couple things before I get out of here. Make sure, if you haven't yet, download the Brave browser. Like I said, check out my article in the LA Standard. Make sure you follow us on all social media, and we will be back tomorrow with the Gentlemen of Crypto. I appreciate you all for watching today, and you all have a good one. Cheers.